Sylvanas is serving out her redemption arc in the afterlife, watched closely by Tyrande's owl called Doritur. As we close the tome, I think we should go and have a look at the statue, look at the amazing details in here, and let's get going. I think the level of detail in this statue is just mesmerizing. Everything from the details of the rocks, to the details on her shoes, to the details on her armor and bow is just amazing. Let's have a look at the size of this statue. Her height to the tallest point, which is her cap, is 44 centimeters. 44 centimeters tall. If I'm looking at the width, the maximum width, which starts on this side from the base and ends on this side with her bow, we are looking at 28 centimeters. 28 centimeters, roughly. The depth of this statue, which has the backmost point, or the deepest point, the cape, and the point closest to you, which is the tip of the arrow, we are clocking in at roughly 30 centimeters. 30 centimeters in depth. I will go grab my kitchen scales because this is quite heavy. And as I lift Sylvanas onto my kitchen scales that I use to weigh chicken for rice and chicken to get a proper amount of gains, this is more than 5 kilos. My 5 kilo kitchen scale cannot compute. It just gets an error. So this is more than 5 kilos. I would say that it's under 6 kilos. I will Google it and put it right here in the text so you can read her weight. I'm not saying you're fat. I'm just saying this stone weighs a lot. And you are very strong for having this armor on. Okay, so if we start from the base and then advance upwards with my fantastic pen here, let's start with the rock she is standing on. She is sitting or standing snug on this rock here with some very sturdy holders, I would say, here, that keep her stable, if I can find it back again. The rock is very well detailed, starting kind of at a darker gray here at the bottom with some moss, and these look like they are ruins, because I am not sure whether this is taken from the ruins of Lordaeron in the battle against the Alliance, but this definitely looks like she's standing on some of the ruins that are present in the trailer for the battle for Azeroth, when she turns into a Banshee and that's an amazing trailer. I get goosebumps whenever I see that trailer in the battle for Azeroth. Favorite trailer from the expansion. As we advance towards the shoes, they are she's wearing these leather shoes, which are really well detailed, and when I look at it, they are worn. The small details are crazy on the shoes because they look worn. And then carrying on to her armor here with kind of night elf motifs, both here and up on her thighs, and of course a tiny bit as well on her knee pads as well. If I turn the statue around and we look on the inside here, I'll probably film some B-roll. The straps on the inside of her armor are also super well detailed, and also the scales on the inside of her thigh are really well pictured here. The armor is classical Sylvanas Windrunner, her purple armor. The other leg is similar and with extra leather accents here on this side. Turning her around, I just realized earlier today while I was trying to dust off her cloak with an amazing little gadget that I just bought, like a duster. It's really cool. Her cloak also has motifs here, but the cloak is very worn. All over the place. Up here, down at the bottom, you can see it changing colors and, you know, being damaged and ripped at the bottom of the cloak. This is amazing level of detail. Also, the painting looks like her cloak is dusty from the battlefield, and going up where we have a tiny bit of damage on the cloak here as well, and just becoming more and more clean as it goes up to her head over here. Her arrow just fell, which is okay. We can just put it back on. It doesn't need much effort because the arrows are quite flimsy. We've looked at the cloak. Then if we go higher up towards, let's take her bow. It's her legendary bow, which you also can obtain in game nowadays. And you can transmog it with extremely well detailed with the horns here and the bony structure along here holding it. The string is very elastic. It's a very, very loose elastic, which is a good thing because you were not going to break this easily, thankfully and fortunately. Going up, her gloves, extremely well made with some leather accents here holding them together. We can see the leather under her gloves here and advancing to yet another scale mail under her shoulders, which also look amazing, and these are of course magnetic. You can take them off and put them back on again. The head is also removable, and it's quite an easy way to do that. You just drag it up and then...
Oh my god, Sylvanas, you have no head.
Turning her around again, we see her quiver here with one skull, looking sharp, and of course her head and her hair with really good details in her eyes. Her burnt tears are also present here. Her night elf ears and her hair is, I would say, quite stiff. Like, this is not rubber. This is a soft plastic, but it is very stiff. As I poke it, you can see it doesn't move. I'll see if you can hear it. It's not rubber. Her quiver comes off, her shoulders come off, her head comes off, her cloak comes off, and then her body comes packaged in the box and the stone separately, or the stand. And then you have the bow coming off from the hand joint. I can exemplify it for you right now because it comes out quite easily here. So her hand comes off with the bow, and then we put it back in slowly and carefully here, and then the line goes in her hand, her arrow goes down in her hand, and we have the complete statue. This is hands down the most detailed statue that I have right now as of making this video. I have some of the small DC statues. I have Tichondrius, I have Marad, I have Illidan, Rhaegar Earth Fury. I have a part of Lady Vash. She's missing her tail and her bow. I bought it used. I had the succubus, and there's a review for the succubus as well. And I have the Lich King, but I'm afraid the Lich King is not the original statue. I will make a review of that probably, but we'll see about that. So this was the story and the review of
Sylvanas Windrunner
official Blizzard statue. I hope you enjoyed this video. With that said, if you liked something about this video, put it down in the comments below. And until next time, I'll see you. Bye. Sylvanas Windrunner.
Sylvanas Windrunner! I challenge Makora!